Hey there guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing an information video, and it's going to be a bit of a weird one. It's going to be a strange topic, slightly controversial topic, a topic that would get me demonetized if I made any money at this. We're going to talk about what Pokemon cards are being affected by the coronavirus. We're going to talk about what cards may never be released, and we're going to talk about what cards are having a much more limited release because of the virus. First thing I want to go ahead and say is that no cards that are being sold have been affected in any way at this point. Rebel Clash, all of the stuff was released as normal, stores got all their boxes, and anything like promo packs, blisters, anything like that, the big box stores are still open, Walmart's getting them, Target's getting them, and for the majority of it, the Pokemon Center online has them. If you want this stuff, you can get it. So what is being affected? Well, it's tournament promos. Obviously, due to the virus and social distancing needing to come in, we can't run tournaments. So TPCI have had to cancel the majority of the tournaments that were coming up for the foreseeable future, and also things such as leagues can't be held because stores can't be open. So let's start off with cards that may never see a full official release. So this here is Inteleon. This is a Pokemon League promo. I'm sure you guys have seen these a lot before. They get given out at leagues. They have the official league stamp on them. They're unique printings for League. So we got Inteleon shortly before the leagues had to close. We knew that Cinderace was supposed to be coming next, and then thanks to the trading card game online, we know that Flapple from the Rebel Clash set was going to be the next one after that. But because everything closed, we haven't seen these promos. Now, what is most likely, I would say, going to happen with these is once the leagues reopen, TPCI will just send all of these promos at once. I think it would be very strange if they decided just to not release these. It is a very easy fix. You just send them out to leagues. Everyone gets them. They just double up the promos for some events. But things are still on the fence. We don't know for definite what's going to happen. There's a similar sort of effect for Pokemon Club. If you remember the video I did recently about the Pokemon Club promos, the next season of Pokemon Club was supposed to be starting shortly before the shutdown. At our league, we received new sticker packs, new registration cards, but no new promos showed up. We assumed they were showing up soon after, but nothing arrived just yet. So those may also be affected. And for the next set, we know that pre-releases are still going to be given out. The pre-release kits are going to come out as normal. Stores can order those. But as yet, we've had no word on staff promos. But that is something we're just going to have to wait until a lot closer to the time to find out to see if they're affected. Next cards we need to take a look at. So this is Pokemon Communication. This is a regular version and a staff version. These were given out at the Oceania International Championships. There were ones in Spanish given out at the Latin America International Championships. These also came in top 8 and champion versions, but as I have 500 subscribers and not 500,000, I currently only have the regular and staff versions. Now, we would have been seeing more versions of these. We'd have been seeing a version, I believe, in German for the European Internationals, and we'd have seen another English language version for the North American International Championships, which would have been held in Columbus. But those got cancelled. Those are just not happening. And unlike League promos, these ones are a little harder to think of how to give out. So the players one and the staff one, it wouldn't be completely unreasonable to just give them out to players and staff again at next year's internationals, assuming those are back on. So you would get your regular 2021 internationals promo plus your 2021. But that is then a little harder to work out for the top 8 and champion. So it is very likely that the German European one and the English North American one are never going to get any sort of official release. We will have to wait until next year if the internationals are back on, just to confirm that, but it is very likely. And the last one is, of course, the saddest one of all, the World Championships. So this is the World Championships promo from 2019. This is the staff version. Obviously they come in unstamped, staff, top 32 all the way up to champion. And they're some of the best cards released. They're some of the best cards of the year. They're always ones we look forward to. We also always look forward to going to the World Championships. We were super sad when this got cancelled, but obviously we understand that it has to be. So there are a couple of ways they could release the World Championship 2020 promo. Option number one is a similar sort of thing. At Worlds 2021, they give you both promos. Option number 2, as you can see, this thing that says World Championships 2019, that's on the stamp. That's a stamp on the card. That's not printed on the card. So it is likely that they could simply just keep the card that they were going to use for 2020, but instead stamp it 2021. The championship is being held in London again, which was where it was going to be in 2020, so whatever artwork they commissioned would likely still fit. Personally, this would be what I would hope would happen, because if not, if they just fully cancel it, 1, it will mean that there is a gap in the Black Star promos, which I would really, really hate. And 2, it would just mean that we'd miss out on what would probably have been incredible artwork and an incredible card. But that is, again, something we're going to have to wait until 2021 to find out what's happening, or wait on some announcement for Pokemon. But this is the last one where, you know, we're likely never going to get an official release of it. Also, shout out to the Pikachu trophy cards. Obviously, this is an old one. They're full arts now. We likely won't get the 2020 Pikachu promos, but the artwork hasn't changed in the last few years, and they're not numbered, so it wouldn't be as great of a miss, in my opinion, because it's not like you're going to be missing a number from a set, and you're not going to be missing out on exclusive artwork, and missing out on exclusive artwork is always the worst thing. Now, let's move on to cards that have had an official release, but are going to be a lot more limited because of this virus. We'll start off with Frasmoth. So Frasmoth was this season's League Challenge promo. Comes in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place variants. So these are obviously given out at the League Challenge. They're given out to the people who finish in the top 4. Normally, for League Challenges, it retains the same promo for a full season, a season running 3 months. So there'd be 3 months worth of these Frasmoths coming out. Usually each store runs 1 tournament per season. I think that's what they're allowed to do. But they got the first Frasmoths. I don't even know if any stores were actually allowed to run them. I know we got these sent to League because we were going to be running the event, but then the event got cancelled. I'm not sure whether any stores had time to run the event. Either way, because stores were only sent the first pack of Frasmoths that they would expect for the season, only a third of these are going to exist as to what would normally exist. So these are going to be a lot rarer. They're going to be a lot harder to pick up unless Pokemon decides to stick with Frasmoths when leagues reopen. But personally, I find that unlikely because these are obviously from the new set. They're from the Sword and Shield set. Usually we get 3 months worth of a promo from the newest set. So I would find it very unlikely that we get any future releases of the rest of the Frasmoths that should have been coming out. And in a similar vein, this is Quickball. So this is the regular version and staff version of Quickball. Now, these are sent out for the League Cup. Now, because stores can only run 1 League Cup per season, they likely already received their Quickballs and got the full allowances. So unlike Frasmoth, it's not as though there's going to be less of them out there, but because the tournaments weren't run, it is just going to be harder to find them, because less of them are going to be in the hands of players, or people who actually staff events. They're going to be with people who own leagues, or with stores. So it's just going to be hard to get a hold of them. But hopefully we should see enough of these come out so, you know, everyone who wants them can get them. Probably the same with the Frasmoths, to be honest. The supply is going to be limited, but not super limited that they're going to be hard to find. Speaking of super limited, so they might be hard to find, this is the Regional Championships Professor's Research in both regular and staff version. Now, a similar sort of thing happens with these. The same promo is given out at regionals for around a full season. The thing is, obviously, there are way less regionals than there are any of the League Cups or League Challenges. And this isn't stuff being sent out to stores, this is being sent out to the organisers of the large regional tournaments. And the majority of those got cancelled. I think it was maybe less than a third of them actually were run. Usually a staff promo from a regionals, even the unplayable ones, are still going for around $20 because of, you know, just the fact that they're limited. It's a staff promo from a very limited event. And when the majority of those events get cancelled, these become very, very hard to find. I didn't think they were going to be too limited at first. I picked up my 2 staff ones fairly easily. I got lucky on eBay. But since then, I've seen people offering fairly high prices trying to get the staff copies of Professor's research and coming up blank. I've heard people offering well into the three figures. I've heard people offering $100, $200. And it just seems like sales aren't happening because a lot of them already changed hands, a lot of them are already in collections, and the people who have them still to sell are holding out because they just don't know how high this price is going to go. So, for cards that do exist and just have a shorter print run, this is the pinnacle. This is the card that is most affected by the coronavirus. Because this isn't simply a card that you can no longer get and it's never coming out. This is a card that's out there, but you are going to have to work for it if you want it. So, that was a quick look at all of the cards that I believe are currently affected by the coronavirus and by the cancellations of tournaments. Hopefully you guys found this informative. Hopefully it lets you know now what cards you really have to be looking for if you're trying to finish off these sets or finish off these master sets, as well as what cards you know, well, not to look out for because they're likely never getting official releases. And hey, maybe in about 12 months' time, I can do a follow-up to this video talking about how all of these cards got extra releases and I'm dumb. But I don't see it happening. So for now, thanks again for watching. As always, please leave me a comment, let me know what you thought of the video, let me know what sort of stuff you would like to see from me in the future, and of course, I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching. Check out some more videos right here.
And don't forget to subscribe for more awesome Pokemon content from DJ Gigabyte.
Gotta catch 'em all!